All right, awesome. So I'm Lisa Kastner. I am here with Shay Galloway, and we are here with 20 questions. So, first question: what is the first book you remember reading?
It's a book. First one I can remember, probably one of the American Girl books.
Oh, cool. Who is your favorite author in the Western genre?
I don't know because I don't really read that many westerns. Yeah. Uh, I did. So I guess I was kind of a little bit inspired by Marilyn Robinson's Home Housekeeping, which is not really a western, but it's set in Idaho.
Yeah, got it. Who influenced your writing?
um, every author I've ever read.
That is actually the most accurate answer. Which books made the biggest impact on you?
Um, I mean, controversial to say these days, but Harry Potter was a big one. Like those, that series was a big one for me as a kid. Um, yeah, and I guess like the American Girl books were always big. I also used to read this other historical fiction series called Dear America, where it was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah, diaries from like
Mhm.
historical figures. So, yeah, I was really into that kind of stuff. I've been writing a really long time, so those were my earliest influences.
Love, it's not a long time. No, no.
Well, it is for me most of my life.
Your mom's like cringing somewhere right now, like, what the hell? I'm just kidding. Okay, so okay, if you could only read one book for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Mine? I'm kidding. I've read my book enough. um, I've always kind of come back to The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield. That's one of the few books that I've reread.
Oh, interesting. What do you reread all the time?
My own manuscripts.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I really don't reread that often. Like I just said, Diane Setterfield's The 13th Tale is probably one of the few. I think I've only read like two or three books multiple times, and hers is one of them.
Mm.
I've read a couple times.
And what book would you save in a book burning?
Hmm. I think um, like Octavia Butler's Kindred. I
Hmm,
think I'd say that one.
okay. And what inspired you to write your book?
I this book, I procrastination. I had to write a story. I had to write a short story for a class for grad school,
Mhm.
and it happened at like 11 o'clock at night, and I just got this idea and just kept running with it. So that was pretty much the biggest inspiration. The other inspiration was just growing up in the West and like hearing my grandparents tell stories about their childhoods, like growing up in these little rural mountain towns.
Oh, very cool. And who did you allow to read the book as you were writing it?
Um, so it was my MFA thesis, so everyone that was in my MFA program. But then I also have had like two friends from college that I allowed to read it as well.
Mhm. Cool. If you were at a dinner party with four seats, what four authors or other people would you invite to the table?
I would love to have Octavia Butler there. Probably Ursula Le Guin.
Mm,
trying to think now. I can't think of like any author's name. What have I ever read for two other people? I really like Alice Hoffman's books. I'd love to sit down with her and pick her brain too.
Mhm.
Um, one more person. Let's see. Can I think of one more person? I can get to three.
That's good. Three's work. Three
Yeah.
work. And what's your drug of choice?
Tea. Usually a tea.
That works. What book is your guilty pleasure?
I really loved the book Austenland, which is it's a great book. I don't usually read like rom-coms, and I just like really thought that one was great.
Cool. What movie or TV show is your guilty pleasure?
Bridgerton.
Do you read with music or with quiet or with sound?
Read or write?
Read.
I read. I don't read with any noise. Usually, I read at 6 o'clock in the morning before everyone else is awake.
Oh, there you go. If you could ask for one thing to change the world, what would it be?
I would just eliminate money. Just get rid of currency.
What does your reading environment look and sound like?
Most of the time it is my bed early in the morning. Yeah, kind of quiet. Yeah, or on the corner of the couch while I'm drinking tea.
Cool. Paper, ebook, or audio?
Um, Mostly paper.
Who would you cast as your main characters and why?
I would love what's her name, Diana Silvers to play Isaiah.
Mhm.
She's just so pretty, and she has like the right sort of striking features and dark hair. And then Olivia Cook to play Genesis. She's got the right, again, like auburn hair, and the right kind of like somber face.
Okay.
I guess.
If you could meet anyone, who would it be, and what would you ask them?
Hmm. I would love to meet Tom Hiddleston, and I don't think that I would have the mental capacity to ask him anything. I would just be so flabbergasted that I got to meet him.
Describe yourself in 5 words.
Um, um, an enigma. uh,
Sure.
yeah. Kind of spontaneous, um, thoughtful, funny, um, and adventurous. Was that 4? Um, and I guess ambitious.
There you go. Cool. Um, describe your life in 5 words.
Um, Adventurous, um, spontaneous. Well, no, I think sporadic would fit better. Sporadic. Uh,
Oh, sorry.
um,
I would
interest.
make a horrible host.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm just kind of sporadic life. Yeah, interesting. I've heard my life called that before.
Okay.
Um, yeah. No, trying to think now. Storied and layered.
Cool. Okay. Um, What was your last guilty pleasure? Food, activity, anything?
I got a Starbucks vanilla blonde latte today.
Ooh, that sounds good actually.
It was
If
very
you,
sweet.
yeah, it sounds sweet. If you could write yourself into a novel, would you be a hero or a villain and why?
I think I would be a villain, more like an anti-hero. I just think that they're so cool. I think I just want to be cool in a way that scares people, but they like kind of want to be my friend at the same time.
Sure, why not?
Hmm.
Is there anyone you dream you could work with and why?
Hmm. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I, in terms of, um, I don't know. If I was like, if it was gonna be, if my book was gonna be made into a movie, I would love to have like work with Rachel Portman on like the score.
Oh, fun. Hmm. Um, what what animal would you run wild with? I did not make this up. It was put in front of me.
I would love elephants. I have
Ooh,
elephants in my house. I have elephant tattoos. I would love to be around elephants.
okay. When was the last time you ran wild, and what did you do? What made it wild?
I recently went on a girls' trip with some girlfriends from college. We
Hmm.
went on a cruise. And I guess I don't know how wild. I mean, I guess for three suburban young moms, it was pretty wild after being around a bunch of toddlers all the time. But we just got to be fun and let loose and like stay up too late and not have to get up in the morning, and that felt pretty wild for us.
There you go. What is on your playlist?
A lot of Hosier, a lot of Florence and the Machine.
Literally.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Yeah, mostly I think those are like the most I have. I have a lot of Rhiannon Giddens too, actually.
Mm. Do you write to music? And if so, what kind?
Yes, I do. I it depends on what I'm writing. I usually have a specific playlist for it, but if I'm starting something new, I generally listen to a lot of like very atmospheric indie rock.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, you answered that question. Disney, Universal, Warner Brothers, or other?
I mean, doesn't Disney own everything these days? I feel like maybe Disney because I think they just own most of the stuff that I watch or consume.
And you already answered tea or coffee, but just in case,
Tea,
appetizer or dessert?
dessert,
Chocolate or vanilla?
chocolate.
Awesome. And with that, we have 20 questions.
Oh,
So
okay.
thank you so much, Shay. It was
Thank
truly,
you.
truly a pleasure.
Fun.